Right, welcome everyone. We have another session today, and we are presenting a great partner today, GetawayGoGo, along with Hostify. So with us today we have Mr. Brad. He is the CEO and founder of GetawayGoGo, this amazing product that for last minute discounts. Welcome, Brad.
Hey, thank you. Glad to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
All right, glad to have you today with us, Brad. So the points that we're going to go through today, basically, is going to be some introductions about myself and Brad, and then we will speak a little bit about Hostify and the different tools and PMS that we have and automations. Then we'll move forward with our special guest today, GetawayGoGo. He will explain everything about the tool, what are they doing, the different markets that they work, so on and so forth. And finally, we will speak a little bit more about the integration that we did together and everything that we can offer with this new partnership. And we will end up with some Q&A for everyone to get the feeling. But at any point, if you have any questions, just feel free to, you have the chat tool over there just to pop up any questions. We will stop at any point, or we can reply at the end of the event. So yeah, let's start from the first point. So introduction, I'm Joan, and I've been working with Hostify for the last 2 years. I'm the head of sales and marketing. And we have today with us Brad.
Yep. Yeah, I'm Brad Dulk and founder of GetawayGoGo, and was a property manager for a vacation rental property manager for over 10 years. And have a little bit more about me in my introduction, my first slide. But that's just a little bit of who I am, and I look forward to talking a little bit more about myself, I guess.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Brad. So let's just go talk a little bit about Hostify. As many of you know, we are a PMS. We are the all-in-one solution. We try to provide to our partners and to our clients, to our property managers, all the tool and all the features based in one centralized software. So they don't need to worry about all the daily tasks, as you may know, and all the tedious procedures and the connections with the different channels. So to have it everything in one place and make your life easier and just focus on what really matters. And so that's why we have GetawayGoGo, for example, to provide all that boost on your revenue and the sales. So just a little bit about Hostify. As you may know, we're a global company. We work in more than 46 countries. And it was launched in 2019, so we are quite a young company for all the softwares and all the PMSs that are in the market. But during this time, we've grown really fast. We provided already more than 50 million bookings to all our different property managers in the different regions. And we have more than 34,000 listings spread in the different countries, mainly obviously Europe, the States, Australia, but we've been growing lately as well in Latin America, in the East Asia, Dubai, and all these different countries. We have three different key points that we are like really proud to speak about it to our clients and what we do best than the other softwares. So the first thing is work smarter through all the automations and everything that we have put in place. You're gonna be working in a very more fast and effective way. So you won't have to, lose many times, replying to all these clients. You will be able to automate it, all your processes for checking and all the different things that you have to do on your day to day. So that will bring you to the second point, which is get more bookings. Obviously, since you won't have to focus on all the different tasks, cleaning, notifying, your different teams and maintenance departments, you will be more focusing, on promoting your properties, in introducing new channels, introducing, new properties. You will be able to spend more time to go to the property owners to acquire more portfolio. And of course, that will boost, as we mentioned, and will be able to grow your revenue. And finally, to help you during this process, we have a very premium support, which we have a 24/7 chat support. And we have as well our sales department and our account management to, get your hand, bring you through all this path. Of course, be there whenever it is more needed. Yeah. Then just a little bit about Hostify, how it works. Of course, there are many more things that we can explain later if you are more interested in a quick demo. You can always will share the details, not just about Hostify, but also as well about GetawayGoGo and Brad's team, in case they would like to have more information. But this is just a bit of how is everything centralized. Yeah, so we have Hostify in the center, and then how it interacts with the different channels that we have. As we can see here, the main ones. Now we'll have to add a new one, which is going to be, of course, GetawayGoGo. Then as well, how we support different automations, as we already mentioned, to send messages, to send notifications for cleaning tasks, for payments, for pricing rules, to reviews for the different channels, to get all the information from the client as well, to get the emails. We provide as well a booking engine and a website, a website builder, for the branding of all the property managers. And finally, we have one and unique centralized unified inbox where you can interact with all your clients via email, via SMS, via WhatsApp, and even via the platforms that they are booking with. And next step, I just wanted to speak a bit more about the smart automations, since we are going to be speaking more about GetawayGoGo and the last minute discounts. I would like to bring to our attention the different automations that can help you. For example, on the messages, we have like many triggers and many different automations to put filters. Whenever there is a last minute reservation coming in through the system, you can of course introduce different rules or notifications or messages that you would like to provide to this client, because maybe it's different from a client that it has already planned the trip for a long time, so you have more time to interact with the client, to request for some more information, or you will send some different messages because you have more time to plan the arrival for this client versus the client that is arriving the last minute. So you might need to provide not just a notification on thanking them for arriving, for booking the property, but also you might need to speed up the process in order for giving them the different instructions to access the property. So through these different notifications and triggers and filters that we have, it will make easier the process to be able to accommodate as well these new clients they will have on last minute discount. Then as well, we have automated payments and rules. And again, we can do the same filters that we are applying for the messages, you can do it for the payments. So for example, as we mentioned again, like a client that is planning the trip for a long time ago, maybe they already paid a percentage of the reservation and then they will pay the other one a few days before arrival, versus the client that is arriving straight away, you may need to get the payment straight away. So through our automations and the payments, you will be able to capture all this money straight away, even the deposit that you might need. And finally, we have some pricing rules to help as well to attract these last minute discounts, as we will get from GetawayGoGo, to help you as well to bring more potential clients from there. With the automated pricing rule that we have in our system, that it will give a boost in these different channels, where you will be able to provide a lower or a better rate, depending if you are not getting many reservations in the next 2 or 3 days. So you will be able to reduce this pricing, and it will be a perfect mix between the channel of GetawayGoGo along with the automations. So this is some of the automations, and this is some of the information from Hostify. So I'm just gonna pass it now to Brad and start explaining everything about his product. So go ahead.
Great. Well, hello again, and a little bit about me. I'm the founder of GetawayGoGo. I'm a licensed real estate broker in the state of California, and we're also vacation rental property investors, and our families own or have owned vacation rentals in San Clemente, Maui, Hawaii, Lake Tahoe, and Newport Beach. I owned a technology company in Orange County for 10 years as well. And most importantly, we were vacation rental property managers for 12 years here in Southern California, where we manage properties in 8 beach towns across 3 counties, including Los Angeles, Orange County, and San Diego counties. We used a PMS, managed housekeeping, managed revenue, reservation department. We're on all the major OTAs, had over 100,000 social media followers that we marketed to at least twice a day, attended VRMA conferences, helped remodel our owners' rentals, and so much more. So I just want to let you know that I've sat in your chair. So what's the last minute travel and what are the last minute trends? Well, last minute as defined by the travel industry is when travel plans are made within 14 days of arrival. And here's what we know. 44% of leisure travelers book in the last minute window. Last minute business travel is currently in flux, but pre-COVID was over 56%. 53% of the people say they will travel because of a good deal. I also read a recent study where 49% of millennial travel is due to last minute choices. And I thought this was interesting that 69% of millennials surveyed actually regretted not taking a last minute trip. Additionally, over a 5-year period, Google search trends has seen a 519% increase in travel searches within the terms tonight or today in it. As much as we would like travelers to book directly on our own websites, and that's what we did for our company, Beachside Vacation Rentals, we did have put a lot of effort into being found locally and to have people booking with us. The statistics show that anywhere between 50% and 64% of travelers book through the major OTAs because why? They love the convenience and simplicity that a marketplace brings to travel planning. So we did a comprehensive study on last minute vacation rental bookings from hundreds of cities across the globe. And as you can see, last minute bookings occur everywhere. Of course, it means that travelers are looking for and booking last minute availability. But as you know, there are challenges to making that connection. Despite your best efforts, most property managers end up with last minute availability for one reason or another. And that adds stress, but also an opportunity, really, to connect with last minute travelers because they're a demographic of their own. So what are some of the challenges? Major OTAs are not primarily designed for highlighting discounts, including a complete lack of sorting by price on Airbnb, making the process of finding the right property at the right price exponentially longer for a traveler. And you probably experienced that as well. Another challenge is that OTAs are in the middle of the transaction, communication, and booking process, which can limit or constrain your direct involvement and control over the reservation, and the screening of last minute traveler, which is why, of course, the book direct movement has gained a lot of momentum. OTA charges to the property manager and the travel reduce your ability to be competitive against individual property owners and significantly increase the cost to last minute budget-minded travelers because of OTA traveler service fees and behind the scenes passing along of property manager OTA fees to the traveler. Because of all these last minute challenges for the property manager and the traveler, we created GetawayGoGo, a last minute vacation rental marketplace for quickly and inexpensively connecting travelers with last minute openings from property managers. We strategically designed the site for last minute marketing, and here are the few of the core features. Since 74% of last minute travel happens within driving distance of where people live, it's up to about 500 miles, we created a dedicated section on the homepage for locating nearby last minute deals this week, this weekend, and next week. And we incorporated tools to create a faster property search experience, including multiple search view options, discount percentage, and amounts clearly displayed, sorting by nightly rate, total price where possible, best deal, save and hide properties, and more. There's a detailed property information page and a familiar reservation process. We also display your cancellation and refund policy. We don't put you into cancellation or refund policies that we've invented. These are your policies. Also, unlike major OTAs, only your properties are listed on the property detail page. GetawayGoGo is a direct booking marketplace, so all communication and bookings are directly with the traveler and not with GetawayGoGo. This is very unique in the industry. Because of this, the property manager is also the merchant of record, so all payments and refunds are always under your control. When a traveler makes a reservation, it goes right through to Hostify, and whatever processor that you have set up in Hostify, it's basically like someone making a booking on your own direct website. So how's a connection made? When a logged in traveler clicks on the Reserve Now or Contact Property Manager button, which is on the property details page, This will display all of your contact information so they can either contact you directly, just like on your own direct booking page or direct booking site, through our contact form, or making a reserve now booking. In order to present the most competitive book direct pricing and to maximize value for the traveler and revenue for the property manager, we decided against a risky and expensive annual subscription. And there's no price inflating commission fees to the property managers, as well as no service fee to the travelers. So what fees are there? Strategically, we decided on a flat fee model. So there are two flat fees. When a traveler contacts the property manager, this is just $7, but we only charge this the first time someone makes a connection during the 14-day deal period, which means that any additional contacts made for the same deal are free. So whether it's 2 or 100 new connections for that property that's displayed, that's saying it has a special, we only bill for the first one. The first time someone contacts you regarding that deal, then that's the only time that you're charged for that. So again, whether it's 2 people or 100 new connections contacting you, that's it's only charged $7 one time. So when a traveler makes a reserve now booking, it's just $10. So whether it's a $200 reservation or a $5,000 reservation, it's only $10. Property managers can easily connect Hostify to GetawayGoGo. And all information sent to GetawayGoGo is managed in Hostify and not GetawayGoGo. So you don't have to go back and forth into GetawayGoGo to do anything, including setting your discounts. Your discounts are set through your dynamic pricing or whatever tools that you have set up in Hostify, and we reflect that discount in GetawayGoGo. And we like to say that once you're set up in GetawayGoGo, you don't have to ever really return unless you want to change your credit card. Okay, to get started, go to getawaygogo.com/manager-sign-up, enter your contact information, and select Hostify from the dropdown. When Hostify finalizes our connection, which is coming soon, then you will be activated and can begin the setup process, which takes about 15 minutes and can be done on your own. So to summarize, what a property manager will receive when listing their properties with GetawayGoGo: a last-minute focused marketplace, direct contact with member travelers, no subscription or commission for the property manager, no service fee for the traveler, new and local deals browsing, multiple search view options, deal sorting, optional booking buttons, GoGo Radar deal tracker, which we didn't go through, but it is very exciting, where a traveler can actually set up through criteria what future travel they want, and it'll alert them that a deal is active wherever they want to travel. Flat rate $7 contact, $10 booking, and free setup and integration. Again, to start your connection, go to getawaygogo.com/manager-sign-up and select Hostify. And also, my contact information is below. If you have any questions about GetawayGoGo, some of the details, or you want to walk through this process, we could do a Zoom call, and it takes about 15 minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Brad. That was great. And as well, we have here the information. As we mentioned, we will have now some questions and answer, and we have the first one. This is for Brad. Which markets do you work?
So wherever the PMS has properties, then that's where we work. We work everywhere, anywhere and everywhere a PMS. I know you're in a lot of countries here. Hostify has a lot of countries, so yeah, it's a global marketplace. So anywhere from Australia to the United States, Mexico, South America, Europe, Asia, wherever a property is located.
All right. We have another one from Susanna, and again for you, Brad. Do you charge any fees? So I think just to again for make it a bit more clear about the pricing.
Yep.
So
So $7. So if someone clicks on the contact property manager button, then it's $7 for a basically a lead, and so it's $7 for that, but only the first time someone clicks on Contact Property Manager, and that's for a logged in traveler. So it can't just be, someone randomly clicking through. It's going to be someone who's, a serious traveler. They've decided to enter their username and a password, and they're part of the GetawayGoGo travel community. And so when they click on your contact information for a specific property, then it's going to reveal all of your contact information, including your hours, your telephone number, website, etc. So they can contact you directly, or they can send a inquiry through our contact form. So that's fee number one. And again, if whether it's 2 people or 100 people click on that for that specific property for that deal, you're only charged one time, $7. Now, if someone makes a booking for that particular property, it's a $10 fee. That's it. No commission. There are no subscriptions. So, like on a normal OTA, they would charge a commission on that, plus a traveler fee. And for GetawayGoGo, it's just $10 to the property manager. $10 to the property manager. And I think there's one more thing that I wanted to kind of share about that, is that if someone does, let's say someone inquires about the property, and you're charged $7 for the inquiry, but then somebody decides but they didn't book. So the property is still open, but now somebody does book the property. It's just an additional $3. So the total would be $10 for that. So we just add an extra $3 in order to make it in order to equal the booking price. So it's not like $17. And I think, some people have asked that question. Well, if they make an inquiry and then someone makes a booking, is that $17? No, it's actually just 10. So the most you'll pay for any deal that you pose is going to be $10.
Mm-hmm. Sounds great. All right, that sounds kind of like a good deal.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it's if you now as a property manager for over 12 years, vacation rental, manager, vacation rental property manager. One of the things when we designed GetawayGoGo is that we said, what would we want? What would we as property managers want? And I had properties that were $100 a night, and I had properties that were $1,000 a night, and the OTA wasn't doing much more. They weren't promoting my $1,000 a night property more than they were my $100 a night property. So we thought, if we're doing the same thing for each property, the $100 a night property, the $1,000 a night property, it should just be a flat fee. So that's why we decided on the flat fee model of $10, because we think it's the most fair as far as we want to get paid for doing our job, which is connecting people with places.
Indeed. And I can see from your website, you only have always 2 weeks window open, no?
Yes, that's correct. So it's specifically designed for if they can search for an arrival date within 14 days. So, but it can go past, the departure date can go way past that. So let's say someone has a 1 month open, and the arrival date is maybe it's like 2 days. Their house, they had a fire in their house or a flood or something, and they're looking for a property, and you have a month open at your property, and some people have just monthly rentals. Then they can go to GetawayGoGo, and they can see that property is available right now within the 14-day availability window. But they can leave whenever the the departure date is. So you're not locked in. Also, another thing I wanted to say is that we're not telling you what discounts to make. So what we're doing is we're reflecting what discounts you are making for those particular dates over the last 60 days. So let's say these particular dates 60 days ago were $400 a night, but now within the 14 days of arrival, those dates, those available dates, let's say you have a 5-day availability, are now $200 a night. So we're going to reflect that as a 50% discount, and that's what people are going to see. So that is the most accurate. We're actually looking at not like, average over, you know, uh, multiple properties over the whole website or what it was last year. We're looking at actual discounts that you have made over the last 60 days for
Mhm.
that property. And again, we're not forcing you into any kind of a discount. You're using your own yield management strategy, and then we're reflecting that strategy on our site.
Nice, nice. And the good thing is, like as you mentioned, you don't charge any commission, so they don't have to be thinking on the markup or thinking like the pricing. Putting on Hostify has to be reflected in GetawayGoGo, or any kind of, as we may always mention, no, of all the other OTAs that might have some fees. The price is not the same, or the commission it might be not reflected with the same of the markup. So it's always hard more to calculate it rather to have a fee amount that you already know which fixed amount you're going to pay for it, and basically you're going to put the price that you would like. And as we mentioned as well, like all the prices, they can be automated with the pricing tools that we have in Hostify, so it will make easier to target the Getaway Go Go client, automatically putting the prices with the last minute discounts.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. And this, was strategically thought through. I mean, I was a revenue manager for our company, and we used also several of the dynamic pricing um,
Mhm.
uh, tools, which I think are very good. and and in fact, I have vacation rentals of my own,
Mhm.
our investments, and we use a dynamic pricing tool for
Nice.
those as well, for our property manager
Mhm.
is taking care of those as well. What's interesting too is that when we were doing our nationwide or our global study on last minute rentals, we had the 14-day arrival window, but the reality is the majority of last minute rentals, and people will see this as well, are within 7 days. So it's
Mhm.
amazing how the booking window, and you look at COVID, pre-COVID, and
Yeah,
post-COVID numbers.
it completely changed after COVID. Like everyone
Yeah,
is booking last
it
minute.
has.
Mhm.
And yet there is this demographic of people that travel at the last minute. Now there's other people who, that would just stress them out. They would, they're like,
Yeah.
once they check out, right? Once they check out for their rental, they've called the property management company and said, I want this for next year. They want to lock
Yes,
that,
yes.
right? Traveling at the last minute is just way too stressful for them. And so, um, I mean, my family, what we do, I mean, we're actually a 7-day window kind of, booking. It's like, well, what's going on this weekend or next week, or what, do the kids have off, or whatever's going on? Let's go skiing or
Uh,
whatever. So we really enjoy last minute. And having grown up traveling, my dad was an airline pilot. Then he would often kind of say, "Hey, we're going to go on some little trip." I missed a lot of school, but it was a lot of fun traveling. So we're kind of oriented that way. I understand the last minute traveler in that
Me too.
particular way.
Me too. I'm kind of the same as well. Booking last minute flights, booking last minute apartment or hotel to stay somewhere.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm, mhm,
yeah, exactly. And so because of that, and because of having done this for 12 years, and managing a pretty good sized team and a lot of properties and tens of thousands of reservations. We really designed Getaway GoGo strategically for the traveler. I understand travelers. I understand last minute travelers from having, obviously done this business for a while. And then I also understand, from the property management side, what is it like on a day-to-day basis
mhm,
to to work with them. And one of the things that was really important is having that direct connection, because there is some nervousness about people that book last minute, not necessarily my family, but for parties and for different things, and people coming at the last minute locally, whatever. You want to be able to screen those people. Your
mhm.
reservationists are that know your properties. They can hear in the voice. They know what's happening, with, in that particular conversation, or seeing that reservation that's going to come in, and they should be able to screen those people, um, as they want. Not going to rely on a large OTA to be able to,
Mhm.
to screen them. They
Mhm.
want to be able to do that. So
Mhm.
that's why we made it a direct connection and gave the telephone number, everything, because we thought, we think that that is incredibly important to have, your reservation team be able to view the reservation, be able to have a conversation with them, and be able to make sure that it's going to be okay for them, going into the property.
Indeed, indeed. All right, Brad. If anyone has no more questions, don't worry. You can always, you have the details that we've been sharing here, either for Brad, you have here the email, you have the website. We will send as well all these webinar, the video, and all the information to everyone. One last question. How can I start publishing my listings on GetawayGoGo? Should I have to contact Hostify or GetawayGoGo? Basically, already, as Brad explained, there is just a link for GetawayGoGo, and that you will just need to sign up there, select Hostify, and automatically we will establish the connection, and you will be able to pull all the Hostify listings into GetawayGoGo and start publishing there and start selling.
So, John, I got a question for you. So, how do people in Hostify, how do they activate Getaway GoGo in Hostify, or do they just take the code and then bring it over into Getaway GoGo?
Yeah, they will establish the connection via the API, and then basically we'll start pulling the listings or pushing the listings into GetawayGoGo. So you will be able to start receiving all the information there.
Okay, and we also have a how-to page for Hostify. So if you go into our About Us page and then you
Mhm.
scroll down to the to our partners, and you'll see Hostify, and you can click on how to connect, and there's full instructions on how to make that connection.
Yeah, we will add the same for the help center in Hostify.
Okay, great.
All right. Thank you very much, Brad, for
Yeah,
being with us today. We look really forward to start bringing you clients and start getting them into the last minute deals. So looking forward.
yeah, I look forward to it. Yep, I look forward to meeting all your wonderful clients. Thank you so much for having me today.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Thank you, everyone. Looking forward to see you next
All right.
time.